Welcome, folks, to Charlotte International Speedway for Lowe's Motor Speedway for the All-Star Showdown to get into the All-Star race. As you can see, all the drivers here want to get into the All-Star race really badly, because in the All-Star race is $1 million on the line. But before they can do that, they have to finish inside the top 12 in today's race. And on the pole is Julian Airy. Second is Dylan White. Third is Kyle Perry. Fourth is Rhett Yates. Fifth is John Waycross. Sixth is Zach Mayo. Seventh is Tyler Manson. Eighth is Pichu. Ninth is Alexander Jones. 10th is Chad Smith. 11th is Jake Johnson. And 12th is Rob Wallis. So if the All-Star Showdown were to finish today, those would be the drivers to make it into the All-Star race. So the top 12 into the All-Star race make it. So we'll be keeping an eye on that throughout the course of this race. It's a 40-lap event, and let's get going. Now, Julian Airy's had a very, very good season, consistent and stuff, but he just can't seem to get that win. And that's what's holding it back. And the green flag is out here at Charlotte, or Lowe's, whichever one you call it. And Julian Airy got a great start on the field. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and check back to who's in 12th. Well, Rob Wallis was, but I think Jake Johnson just changed that. So we'll see who late in the race who can lock themselves into the spot. As Kyle Perry's looking for the lead under Julian Airy, but Julian Airy will lead the first lap. They're slicing and dicing, trying to. Hopefully, we can keep it pretty clean and green. We've got a long way to go in this race. The All-Star race will be a 60-lap event. It's a 60-lap dash to the finish with a mandatory pit stop. As John Waycross takes the lead. And Dylan White's second. 12th right now, it says it's Zach Mayo, but currently that's probably changed because Jack Richards and Rob Wallis have changed the picture, and Alan Dulong. As the top two have started to kind of break away from the rest of the field, the 36 and the 17. So we'll see if they can keep doing that or if the pack can catch up. We've got a good battle for third back here. Charles Jackson and his Roush Fenway Racing teammate Tom Bourne are going for third, with fellow Ford behind Kyle Perry, Alexander Jones. Alexander Williams. Speaking of Alex, Alexander Williams is gonna push Alexander Jones to the 5th position, and the field is kind of strung out. Oh, the 56 car of Connor Horn. Something's broken the 56, and it looks like Connor Horn will not make the All-Star race for Season 1 of the Lucas Oil Cup Series. Yeah, you can tell the car's barely under power. It's Billy Bishop, Deegan Ponder, Tim Waycross, Matt Smith. Those guys look like they've lost the field. Leia Walker and Connor Breton are kind of lost the field. Pole sitter Julian Airy's fallen way back. As there goes the 56 car into the pits. We'll see what they say. Well, he's still gonna try and go. It might be a flat tire. I mean, As Dylan White has his teammate Tom Bourne all over him for the lead, but looks like the 16 is gonna stay behind him. Well, maybe not. Here he comes to the inside for the lead. The 56 is still on pit road, and it looks like everything's relatively good. And 12th place is Chris Dollerton. Looks like he solidified himself in 12th. Indeed he has. So Chris Dollerton is 12th. Zach Mayo's trying to catch up and make the All-Star race, and he's in 13th. Chad Smith 14th. Rob Wald is 15th. So quite a few names trying to get up there. Dylan White's lost the lead, actually. And John Waycross is completely gone from the rest of the field. Let's see, as the 56 of Connor Horn is returning to the racetrack. Looks like it might have been a flat tire on that 56 car. Uh-oh, he's coming up right in front of the leaders. Look out. Oh, man. This is going to be tight over here. Kyle Perry's trying to force it 3 wide. Oh God, this isn't gonna be good. That 56 car's pretty slow. Oh! The 31 of Alexandra Williams is in the wall, and that's gonna cause her to lose a lot of spots as John Waycross just checks out on the field. Kyle Perry, Tom Bourne. Connor Horn's already practically been eliminated unless there's a huge wreck. Alexander Jones in 4th. Emily Dulong in 5th. Dylan White, Charles Jackson, Jake Johnson, and Zach Mayo has taken, and Chad Smith, as well as Anders and Ponder and Rob Waldus. They, I think, are the drivers right now still inside the top 12. And John Waycross has put a 6/10 of a second gap on Tom Bourne, and then it's another 4 seconds back to 4/10 of a second back to Kyle Perry in 3rd. These guys have pretty much been inside the top 3 all day. So, why don't we take a look through the field and see who's 12th? Right now, they say it is the 30 car of Evan Smith. He's had a horrible season in that 30 car, but looks like this might be his lucky chance. And Riley Ogle's trying to grab that 12th spot away from him, but he's not quite there yet. Riley Ogle came in mid-season to replace Colin Cropley in that 24 car. And it looks like the 36 car, John Waycross, has lost most of his lead. He's got Tom Bourne almost on his back bumper. Looks like Tim Waycross. John is leading the field. Tim Waycross is on the tail end of the lead lap. So, definitely an up and down day for the Waycrosses. As John's been leading most of this race, Tim's been at the back most of the race. Lap 17 is on the board now, as Kyle Perry is going for 2nd on Tom Bourne. He'll get it. Emily Dulong's going to look for 3rd. She won't get it. And 12th, they say, is now the 14 car, Rohit Vadarevu. But he's got Tyler Manson, Peter Saviano, Ellen Dulong, Dylan White, who's slipped way back. Dylan White, who was leading the race at one point, has slipped way back. That car definitely lost the handling on it. he's gonna need to get back up front, as that 12th spot it's definitely under fire, because here comes Zach Mayo trying to get the 12th spot away from the 14, but he's not gonna succeed in it. Now back up to the front. John Waycross continues to lead. Kyle Perry second. Third is Tom Bourne. Fourth, Charles Jackson. Fifth, Emily Duong. Sixth is Alexander Jones. Seventh is Jay Johnson. Eighth is Evan Smith. Ninth is Riley Ogle. Connor Horn's a lap down in 32nd. And 10th is Chad Smith. 11th is Rohit Varevu. And 12th is Zach Mayo. So now, Zach Mayo's the guy under fire for that last spot. As he's got Peter Saviano and Avi Sachs on his back bumper. Dylan White's kind of sliding back a bit. As the 56 car of Connor Horn cannot catch a break. As Zach Mayo got pinned behind him, and now the 27 car is going to take the 12th spot. But he's got Avi Sachs right behind him. As much of the field is spread out. There's Alexander Luna. She's the wall early, and now she's kind of faded from view. She's getting passed by Anders Ponder. Followed Matt Smith, Rob Waldes, Leah Walker, Billy Bishop, Tim Waycross, and the pole sitter Julian Airy is having a terrible race. As John Waycross is getting challenged for the lead by Tom Bourne after halfway, and he's going to lose the lead. He's going to lose second. He might even lose third if Charles Jackson gets there. No, it's not going to be enough, but John Waycross lost a lot of must have gotten really loose coming out of turn 2. And he lost first and second, as he's going to the inside of Kyle Perry for second. As Tom Bourne now goes to the front. Julian Airy looks like his chances at the All-Star race might be over. Same with Tim Waycross, because he hasn't been able to make it to the front. And whoa, we're 3 wide back here. This is not good. Look out. Looks like we managed to keep it going. Rohit Varevu was 12th. Here comes Avi Sachs for 12th. They're getting really aggressive now. Now Emily Duong's in 12th. It's a battle between Emily Duong and Zach Mayo for that 12th spot. And the 14 cars behind the 5, and here comes the 83 of Deegan Ponder into the mix for that last spot. Zach Mayo takes the last spot into the All-Star race right now, with being in 12th with 16 laps to go. As Kyle Perry's lost a lot of spots, as John Waycross is going back to the lead. This is probably the most that 36 car has seen the front this whole season. I think this might be the first time he's led a lap this season. As Julian Airy continues to fall back. The new 12th place car, Zach Mayo's still 12th, but he's going to take 11th from Peter Saviano, and Deegan Ponder's going to follow him through, and Deegan Ponder is now the last car into the All-Star race. Can he hold on to it, though? Because here comes Chris Dollerton, who hasn't been seen inside the top 12 ever since the beginning of the race. Chris has had a solid season, so we'll see if he can maybe make the All-Star race. As John Waycross is about to lose the lead to Jake Johnson. Where did he come from? And Jake Johnson's gonna take the lead now. A lot of guys who've had struggling seasons are trying to get up front and lead some laps, like Jake Johnson, John Waycross, Tom Bourne, Riley Ogle, and Evan Smith. Kyle Perry's had this 88 car's had a solid season though. Same with that 21. The 9s had a rough season. Same with the 28 and the 99. But Charles Jackson's had an amazing season in that 6 car. As looks like Alan Duong's trying to go for 12th. It looks like Peter Saviano's gone all the way to 11th. Is he? No, he's still 12th. So Peter Saviano's the last car in the All-Star race. You gotta keep an eye on that. As Jake Johnson's driving away from the field. Here comes the 9 car. He hasn't led a lap this race so far. Peter Saviano is running 12th, but here comes Emily Duong, Alan Duong, Deegan Ponder, and Chris Dollerton. Roy Valerivo's starting to fall back. And then these guys seem to have lost hope. Matt Smith, Billy Bishop, Anders Ponder, and then these guys, I don't think there's any way they can make it. Julian Airy, I don't know what happened to his car, but there's absolutely no way he can win. He can get up there in time. There's just not enough time. As Jake Johnson's gonna take 9 laps to go this time by. And Kyle Perry's broken away for 2nd. Avi Sachs is looking for 3rd. John Waycross, Evan Smith are battling for 4th. Chad Smith's getting 6th. Charles Jackson 7th. Zach Mayo 8th. Tom Bourne 9th. Alexander Jones 10th. Peter Saviano 11th. Emily Duong's taking 12th. Here comes Alan Duong trying to make both the Duongs get into the All-Star race. No, Emily's still 12th. Emily's 12th. Alan's 13th. Can they both make it in the All-Star race? Because the 16 car up there is losing spots and fast. Here comes the 5 car trying to go to the inside. Caution is out for the first time today. What happened? Oh, the 77's gone around. He's got heavy damage. The 15, the 20, the 13. Oh, man. The first caution of the day, and that is amazing. It took them 34 laps to wreck. Wow. Tough break. Tim Waycross has had all of these guys have been running in the back most of the race. So it looks like these guys there's no chance to make the All-Star race now. They already have run out of time, and now it just seems they ran out. I think the 15 car, even before this happened, blew up. Did he? Oh yeah, Tyler Manson going into turn 1. The engine just erupts in smoke. And then 77's trying to slow up, and the 20 has nowhere to go. And then they hook each other, and they're around. And then Julian Airy runs in the back of the 20. Yes! Hang on, guys. I will be back. But anyway, these guys haven't had rough days. And the 56 car, Ponderhorn, I think he's fallen quite a few laps down. He's now 4 laps down. These guys already run out of time. Now, the question is, will we get back to green and give Alan Duong, Chris Dalton, Deegan Punter, and Roy Valerivo one more chance to make the All-Star race? I don't know. We'll just have to see. Let's see. Yes, we will get back to green with 3 laps to go. And it looks like Rob Waldis is the only one of those guys who were in that accident to continue. But he's a lap down, so his chances at making the All-Star race are over. But can Jake Johnson hold off? Let's keep an eye on 12th place, Emily Duong. We're going to keep an eye on her, as the top 11 right now are perfectly safe. But that 16 car has been pretty slow recently. Because we're going to see some big moves made. Here comes the 7 underneath the 19. Chris Dollerton and Robot Rebu are trying to get to the All-Star race. But do they have enough time to catch the 5? Or is it all over? Oh, the 56 slow, but the 27 got kicked up to the high side. That might just end Peter Saviano's chances to make the All-Star race. As the 14's going under the 7. We're gonna go 3 wide. We're gonna go 3 wide. Yes, we are. We're gonna be 3 wide for the 12th position. Rovare was taken 12th, but if we wreck here, could that mean the end for Deegan Ponder, who is looking for that 12th spot as the 14 car's taking it, white flag in the air. The 56 is gonna shut out the 83, but the 14 car slid up the racetrack. This is for the 12th position. Can the 83 clear the 14 coming out of turn 4? Coming out of turn 4. Deegan Ponder is going to steal it, and Rohit Vanderev was not going to make it. Deegan Ponder is going to steal the 12th position and be the last car into the All-Star race. And the winner of the race was Jake Johnson. Alright, folks. That's it. The All-Star Showdown ends with a bang. As the cars in to the All-Star race are Jake Johnson, Avi Sachs, Zach Mayo, John Waycross, Kyle Perry, Tom Bourne, Charles Jackson, Alexander Jones, Evan Smith, Emily Duong, Chad Smith, and Deegan Ponder, who's going to steal it from the 14 car Rovarebu out of turn 4. That's a tough break for that 14 team, but they are not going to the All-Star race. As we will show you your finishing results. So here's your finishing results, as you can clearly see. And this was the cutoff for making the All-Star race. Cars in: Jake Johnson, Avi Sachs, John Waycross, Zach Mayo, Kyle Perry, Tom Bourne, Charles Jackson, Alexander Jones, Emily Duong, Evan Smith, Chad Smith, and Deegan Ponder. The rest of the field is Roe Vaderevu, Connor Breton, Dylan White, Peter Saviano, Anders Ponder, Chris Dollerton, Billy Bishop, Alan Duong, Rhett Yates, Riley Ogle, Luke Walker, Leah Walker, Pichu, Jack Richards, Matt Smith, Alexander Williams, Rob Waldis, Connor Horn, Julian Airy, Tyler Manson, and Tim Waycross, who's going to finish last, which is basically where he'd been running the whole race. But thank you for watching this race here at Lowe's. The All-Star race shall be coming up pretty soon, so stay tuned.